me share with you some tips on how to stay motivated and excited. I'm going to share with you one important concept, the concept of automobile university. Do you know if you live in the city and you drive to work and with all the traffic and being caught in all the jam, you and I would have spent an equivalent of 2 years in college. So if you have spent the last 3 years driving to and from work, that is equivalent to 2 years of college. And we can put that to good use by listening to great audio material. So for me in my car, I have a lot of inspirational materials in my car that I listen to constantly. I even have materials on health, on finance, on life, on husband and wife marriages. And I tell you what, as you are driving through the traffic, you don't have to be in despair. You will tell yourself, wow, I got another hour to listen to this seminar. And I tell you, when you reach your destination, you will be a different person, because that ideas, that concept presented to you would have elevated your thinking. And I tell you, as you go about your day, you will handle situations differently. And I tell you, that is very vital. How do you end and begin your day? That is very, very vital. For me, when I begin the day, I like to read a book. You know, I listen to music that inspires me. That is very, very vital, because you got this whole day ahead of you. So how, you know, your first experience in the day will determine how the rest of the day is going to be. So make sure your first experience is a healthy experience, a motivating experience. So I like to read a book, and that's how I finish my day. So beside my bed at night, you know, I'll just take a book. And I tell you, the good thing about books that are motivational is you can read any chapter. You don't have to read from cover to cover. You can just pick up the book and just go to the beginning of any chapter and just read the chapter. Because this is not a novel, you know. Each chapter will give you what you need, and it's complete by itself. You know, so all you need to do is, I know you can be very exhausted and tired, but just read that one chapter. And I tell you, when you wake up in the morning, you'll be different, because that's what your subconscious mind is going to be feeding on while you're sleeping. You know, never end your day with a scary movie or a violent movie. You're going to wake up with a hangover, a different kind of hangover. You know, friends, I tell you, you apply these two information that I shared with you, you're going to wake up, you're going to walk differently, you're going to talk differently, and I tell you, you're just going to be different, and people are going to notice it. Another point I want to share that is very vital in how to stay motivated is our self-talk. Whether you realize it or not, all of us talk to ourselves. You may say that sounds not very sane, but you think about it. You and I are constantly talking ourselves. As you're driving down the road, this is what we call steering wheel speeches. We are talking to ourselves. Make sure what you're talking to yourself is uplifting. You know, you think about it. Why not say, I'm a winner. I can do it. I'm going to close this deal. You know, I'm going to get the project. You know, I'm going to get the raise. You know, I'm going to be the best employee in the office. You know, this is the day I'm going to make it. Because this, you think about it, when you are talking, the first person who's listening is you. You think about it, every speech that you make, everybody that you're talking to, your ears are listening to it, you know. That's why if you talk to other people in a negative tone, you are listening to it. You're going to get the biggest dose out of it. See, so for me, I'm always guarding my language. I'm always editing what I'm talking, even before it comes out. Because once it has come out of your lips, you can never stop it. You see, friends, I tell you what, edit your self-talk. Change your self-talk, you know. Inspire yourself, motivate yourself. If you don't inspire and motivate yourself, who else will? You know, and do the same for your spouse. Build each other up. You know, I tell you, and your results will be different.